Good afternoon. It's around 12:45 p.m. It's a bright, sunny afternoon. It's another cold one. What do you expect this time of the year? But it's not cloudy. Today, we're starting off at Steckle Park in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. And this park is a very popular park in the area. It's been around for years. I've been here for years too, and although it's very popular and it's very well known, I have never been here. So this is my first time here. In my younger years, it was a park well known for partying. A lot of my friends partied here. A lot of people I know partied here. But once again, I have never been here. Since this is my first time here, let's explore it. Let's see what it has to offer. It's not a winter maintenance park, so it is not going to be shoveled out or cleaned up or anything like that. So it's going to be a very well snowy and what looks like to be a well-traveled path. And that's okay. I still will be very careful when I'm walking. My understanding, the trail is not that long, so we shouldn't be out here that long. We will see how long it takes me to walk. It's a loop. I should end up back to where I parked. I shouldn't have to worry about doubling back or anything like that. And because it's in the city, I do expect to see some wildlife. This wildlife is very unpredictable. You just never know. With the snow on the ground, it is very beautiful out here, but it's very bright. I forgot to bring my sunglasses, but I remembered my phone this time, unlike the last time. Do a circle around, give you what it looked like all around me. It's definitely very cold. It's supposed to go down to or up, let's say up to -9 today. That's plus 15, 16 Fahrenheit. But right now I believe it's sitting at -11. That would be 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So yes, it is very cold out here. And although I'm dressed somewhat warm, I do feel the chill on my legs and my fingertips. Since I'm not wearing really thick gloves, I don't wear thick gloves because I need to control the camera. So I just wear a small, thin layer mitten. But I'm usually pretty good with that. One thing I am noticing is that, and I don't find this in all trails, but I'm finding this in this trail, that pet owners sometimes, and I don't make this as a reference to all pet owners, just certain pet owners, can be lazy. Because I have walked past many areas where pet owners have not picked up after their pet. And I understand it's winter and it's cold and there's snow on the ground and they're hoping it's just going to get piled on and all that, but that's still going to be there come the springtime. And I know this because I used to own a dog and I had a backyard that in the winter we didn't clean it up as much during the winter because of the cold, but come spring, let me tell you, that yard needed to be cleaned up badly. Just saying. And like I said, if you're a pet owner, I'm not saying all pet owners in general are lazy. I'm just saying certain pet owners need to stop, bend down, and clean up after them, because other people coming through hiking don't need to see that, don't want to be stepping on it. Y'all get my idea. I see it does have some small downhill slopes here. I don't feel threatened by them. I don't feel nervous by them. So that's a good thing. Oh, I hear noises. This park does have its reputation throughout the years Some not so good, some involving local police, but all in all, it's still a pretty good park. Because this is a local park, I probably won't come back as often as I do some of the other parks. It is right in the city of Kitchener, and there are certain parks that, I don't know, just you don't need to check back on and as often as some of the other parks. This park isn't that big, to be honest. I think it's like a 2-kilometer loop, so that's another reason why you don't have to stop in here very often. Winter, summer, spring or fall. Not seeing any squirrels in the trees, or on the ground for that matter. Not seeing or hearing any wildlife at all around us. Except for the few hikers I've seen, one or two. Seems to be very quiet in here today, probably because of how cold it is. If it wasn't for the fact that I checked the weather forecast, like for the next week, it doesn't look like there's going to be much sunshine over the next couple of weeks. I probably wouldn't have come out today, being how cold it is, but because of the fact that there's not going to be a lot of sunshine over the next week or so, I felt I had to at least get out and do at least some hiking to keep me from going totally stir crazy. We're not going to go that way because I believe, first of all, the path isn't that well traveled. Second of all, I believe it takes you out to a neighborhood. We'll just stay on the heavily beaten path because that's probably the loop. At least I'm thinking. Oh, I think I heard a bird or a squirrel. It didn't last long, so it was hard to tell. But I heard some sort of chirping going on over to my right. Probably a squirrel on lookout. Saw me walking and gave a little twerp to let everybody else know that there's a human with a camera in the neighborhood. Stay hidden. No. Wouldn't that be funny if that's how what we discovered, that's how animals work? How they communicate with each other? They're just as clever as us. Who knows, really, right? We don't speak their language, so we don't really know. I heard a noise, like a shuffling noise. Maybe it was just me, but I heard it. I don't know if I'll see it because of all the snow down and how cold it's been. Could be frozen over and covered up. I think when I was online researching this park, I think there's a pond in here or a swampy area. I doubt I'm going to see it today. I believe there's one here. Part of me is glad that this is only a short 2-kilometer loop. I'm really starting to feel the cold now. And it's mid-afternoon, so this is probably the warmest point of the day. Heard another noise over yonder. See a couple squirrels nesting in the tree. When I look this way, so squirrels do live here. I'm kind of guessing we're around the halfway point. We're on the circle loop back. I'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Over there, a couple industrial buildings. Over that side is basically the industrial area of Kitchener-Waterloo, or at least it was years ago, with the build up and build out of the cities all around us. They moved the industrial area kind of out between two cities of Kitchener, Cambridge, a whole bigger area than what's over there now. I remember when that was the main industrial area. There was that one here in Kitchener, and up at the top end of Waterloo there was another one they considered the main industrial area for Waterloo.